Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just a little less than 3 months away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, Disney, and Lucasfilm, that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to provide many different twists and turns, as well as revelations in this film, that's going to change our view of the past 8 Star Wars movies that come before this one, which really is a big deal by J.J. Abrams. It really is kind of tapping into risky territory here, because it's all a matter of how it's going to be executed that will actually allow the fans to resonate with it in a positive sense. So on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the characters of Rey and Rey's father. Now, specifically, a description of Rey traveling on her speeder, where it's explained that she is heading toward a large structure that is said to be built into a large canyon on an unknown world. It's explained that this structure was said to be the home of Rey's father and his personal hideout that holds many pieces of Jedi and Sith lore. It's explained that eventually she makes her way to the entrance where she is able to get inside, where as she enters, it's described that she begins to walk down a spiral staircase that leads to a basement. Down here are many relics and artifacts associated with the Jedi and the Sith, where Rey eventually makes her way to a still-powered console, where she activates it where a holo projector initiates a hologram of Rey's father, where it's explained that the hologram of Rey's father refers to himself as Jan Vidor. Jan is said to be wearing a gray cape and a black outfit, where his hair is said to be just as long as Qui-Gon Jinn's, except tied back in a ponytail. Now, it's explained that in the hologram, Rey's father is talking about a secret star system over in the unknown regions that holds the potential for the next chapter of the Jedi and their role in the galaxy, where Rey's father, Jan, is said to also talk about the legend of Luke Skywalker and more. Jan Vidor is described to also reveal that an army is secretly rising over in the unknown regions, just near the Beyond. However, it is nearly impossible to discover its location without Palpatine's Wayfinder device and Darth Vader's. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing that really fascinates me about The Rise of Skywalker is, of course, Rey's lineage and how that's all going to be utilized in this movie. We do know that a lot of changes were made in late 2018 between George Lucas and, of course, J.J. Abrams in order to really provide something very special for the character of Rey and her identity reveal that would, if not, be equal or be better than the Empire Strikes Back, I am your father moment. Now, with that being said, this character, Jan Vidor, very interesting name. It kind of sounds Star Wars-y, at least to me, spelled Y-A-H-N-V-I-D-O-R. So Jan Vidor, very interesting name indeed. Rey's father in the form of a hologram, talking about the secret star system that resides over in the unknown regions. We've been talking about the star system for a number of months now, and that Palpatine wants to wipe it out, since it could very well pose as a threat to Palpatine's new Sith Empire. Now, that most likely, the Jan hologram is referring to Palpatine's new army that is rising. So this hologram was, pretty much recorded some time ago, decades ago we're talking about, where Jan is talking about a rising army over in the unknown regions. Now, this without a doubt is in reference to Palpatine and his new Sith Empire that has been hiding over in the unknown regions for decades. And that really does speak volumes, because we do know that at the very end of Return of the Jedi, that a lot of the remnants of the Empire went out to the unknown regions. Some of those ships and some of those fleets actually ended up being the First Order, where the other fleet actually ended up being Palpatine's new Sith Empire. So it is very interesting to know that both Snoke and Palpatine actually resided over in the unknown regions, and that really does raise a lot of questions as well between the two characters. Now, the other thing that I do want to go over about Rey's father is, of course, this base. Where is it located? Now, the planet is described to be a very much unknown world with a lot of canyons. We're not quite sure if that necessarily means if it's a traditional desert world in the Star Wars franchise, or if it's just a rocky world, if you will. But nonetheless, this particular moment is said to involve Rey discovering her father's base and/or hideout that holds many Jedi and Sith artifacts and/or relics that he actually took from the Jakku Observatory during his time on Jakku. Now, the Jakku Observatory belongs to Palpatine, right? In case you guys did not know, if you guys haven't read the books on Jakku, Palpatine actually had a Jakku Observatory that held hyperspace routes over to the unknown regions, as well as Jedi and Sith relics that would actually really be very important to Palpatine and answer many burning questions of the ancient Jedi and Sith, and further allow Palpatine to gain more knowledge about the dark side. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.